up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the New Orleans Saints.
In the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
Ultra.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And Young's throw there incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. First pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here, first and 10.
Just shy of the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Brian Burns, the one to bring him down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Now it's the veteran Jamal Williams.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. On the counter, here's Kamara.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. And this is going to be intercepted.
Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ultra. Go ultra. 10.
Another run with Sanders.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Let's go now. Ready.
They go play action. Young.
Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Here we go. Black shot.
Young now from the 50. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Set, ready. Right, right. Ready, ready.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Strike, check, strike.
In motion right is Mingo. And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Jonathan Mingo
from 8 yards out.
And the Panthers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete there to Thomas.
As a pass. That open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Third and 9 here.
93. 90.
To throw his car.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Blake Gilligan on to punt here as he'll send this one away.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
On the double. Jack Fury. Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. The 20. 5, touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders, 49 yards.
And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And it's now 14-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Following the interception, Young. And Shark hauls it in. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Ready. Check snap. Quick, yellow.
Running right, here's Sanders. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate.
62 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
Ready.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
They'll go again with Sanders. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
Sanders will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Panthers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Carr now on 1st down.
There's Chris Olave.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Shotgun now for Carr. Throw right side, complete to Williams. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Again, it's Carr.
A quick one here, hauled in by Kamara.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a 1st down.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
On 1st down, Carr. Under pressure, they got him again. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Carr to throw.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Here's Blake Gillikin now.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here.
There he goes right side. Now look out. To the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Saints take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
On first and 10, here's Carr.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Now Carr.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And room there to work it inside the 25. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield.
So no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires, and the Panthers will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. There he goes, left side. Still on his feet. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. 205 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Green Jack.
Throwing, Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Okay, ready? Ultra, set.
Another run here with Sanders. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Big Lion. Ready?
And they'll go on the ground. 7 yards there and a 1st down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now a carry for Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd.
Black Ultra. Cut.
Now Young. Touchdown! Hayden Hurst. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to a disappointing one-and-done scenario in these playoffs. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Well, I wish his staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the 4th quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I'd get the backups in there if it were me.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. They go with the option on 4th down, left side. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them. But all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Let's go.
And the Panther first
Yellow.
down.
1. Set.
A give running left. It's Sanders. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
230 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Come on, set.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Red. Cycle. Set.
Young.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
And he is out of bounds up around the 14-yard line. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. On play action, it's Carr.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Eric Rowe. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
At the 29-yard
Ready.
line.
White. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
A quick throw complete to Chark. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up,
Here we go.
the same result as we just saw usually happened. No
Ultra.
gain.
Go ultra. Ready.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
At their own 18-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
And the catch made by Johnson. And he's going to be taken down right there at the 27-yard line.
21 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. On the check down, he finds Kamara. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
It's caught. Smith. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Now Carr again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Carr now on 1st down. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that is incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Carr.
He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. One final try now for Carr. And that